Hello, Internet. It's that time again. After getting beaten down multiple times, it's now time to shoot for the top. Here we go. And looks like we're starting with the white pieces today. So going with our typical opening system. My favorite. Oh, this is the Scandinavian defense. You see this a lot at these levels, where people just like exchanging things early. I don't have that much theoretical preparation on this, but I've seen it a couple times, and I think I have some kind of system to play against it. You can see that I'm more developed even after the queen exchange. I think I'll just keep developing as normal here. These look like interesting moves. I'm trying to put some pressure here. If he makes a move that makes it hard to protect this pawn, then I might be able to hop in and double attack it. So let's see. Okay. This move doesn't work anymore because he can defend it with a knight. So we have to try something different here. I don't know if I want to castle queenside this game. Let's just go with the typical kingside for now. And wait to see what he does. Eventually, if you do move this knight, you can solidify the position by moving this pawn in, but we have yet to see that happen. Should I trade here? I don't want to let him fix his pawn structure. Could just go back, but that would be yielding to his attack. I will develop the queen. I think I'll also castle. And he moves his bishop twice in the opening. This is actually good for me because I would consider this a move that used up some more of his time, and I have to react to him, but I'm okay with that as long as I can become more active than him. So let's see what I can do here. Even if this trade happens, I open for my rook. It's a little dangerous with this bishop eyeing down here, though. Would also like to bring my rook in the game this way. Alright, I'll try to bring this rook in to cover this pawn. And also threaten the queen with some openings if there's more pressure on this file. Okay, so we have the knight coming out this way. There's two attackers here. Am I going to trade this bishop off? Or this knight off for this bishop? We will try. So he declines. Same idea. I'm considering pinning this knight here. But I think I should just do this attack now. If there's a trade, then I'll have two things hitting this pawn. And at least it buys me a bit of tempo. Otherwise, I'm comfortable trading the knight for the bishop. The only bad thing is I've kind of left this square weak. This jump in could be a bit annoying. I would have to move the queen here, but that would just waste some time, you know. And then there's some other ideas, having to guard this pawn. Okay, so we have a trade. This bishop might grab this, in which case I will... I actually might move the rook this way. Which one is better? That's a hard one. I don't want to move it here in case this knight comes in, so I'll probably move it here. And we have an attack on the queen. I can't nab the pawn back, which is unfortunate. Come back here. I can move over here. Take the light squares. I think I'll just keep an eye on this. He has to move this now. Goes back, and now this might be the time to push. So the bishop here, while it's very strong, often falls to pressure if you can get it up here. Now, that might be a challenge, but it is possible. I think we will try to start pushing this. If he moves here, then we can threaten the bishop and some things will happen. I think capturing the rook would be better. So how would we get this to work? Well, we might think about moving this knight where the bishop's already guarding this, or we could potentially move the queen somewhere where this is being watched. So he prepares this just in case. Yeah, it's kind of hard to decide what to do here because I can't move this yet unless I want to capture it this way. Oops, like this. But then I drop this pawn. It's kind of dangerous. also move here, but that doesn't seem effective. I could swing the knight backwards and try to reposition, but this doesn't really do anything either. Maybe I'll just protect this first, then move the knight here. And then this will be an option. And at least this will make his queen a little bit afraid. Okay. And now we're going to roll with this. I'm considering taking with the pawn so that I can open up the rooks to attack. I think we can go ahead and do this. And I should be able to get my pawn back. This is also still an option just to make him, you know, scared and try to grab some more space. Okay, so he's preventing me from easily getting the pawn back, which kind of sucks for me. But there are still other ways to take advantage of this. First, I want to make this bishop annoyed. Then it would be really awesome if I could get this knight here and then get it here. But it's probably going to be the case that this bishop is going to trade for it, because this position for a knight would be too good. You could attempt to trade, and then that would allow the knight to come here, but then he might just push this pawn. Difficult, difficult. What do we do here? I think that I will try this anyway. After this capture, we will try to pressure with the rook, and then we'll try to set up a trap. Bring the knight here. No guarantees this is going to work. I'm also losing. I'm down a pawn, but I'm trying to get him in a trick, and maybe this tactic will be enough to swing the game in my favor. Okay, so he declines that. All right. What is the best to go on? He wants this pawn here. Should I give him that pawn? I myself am not sure. Could always try setting up another trap, but I really want this knight to work, so I'm not going to use that trap. And I will give up the pawn in exchange for a better position. I don't know if this is worth it, but I really hope it is. I kind of have to get my rooks in the game now, because if I lose this pawn, I'll be down 2. And even with my knight here, you know, it's going to be difficult for me to do something about this. I guess even if he takes this, I can figure out a way to get the rook in the game, but still pretty hard. At the very least, having this knight here is a very nice place to go to. Alright, he takes the bait, so we're going to move here. Alright, he defends this pawn. That's a smart move. I have to kick this queen, I think. There's not a lot of better moves. He brings the queen here, trying to watch this pawn and this rook. I will kick the queen again. Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Now I don't really have any more options. I kind of just have to figure out some kind of way to cover all the checks. But in terms of offense, I think I've kind of lost my offense. Gotta watch this with the rook hanging out in the 7th rank, or the 2nd rank in this case. It's very dangerous. But I might be able to threaten him in a couple of different ways. Okay, let's exit. And this is what I feared. There's not a lot of good ways to deal with this. This is probably all you can do. And then after this trade, I'd be down a pawn and probably going to lose. Okay, and we'd have to go here. Yeah, not much we can do. You can try running, but that's all I've really got here. And this is checkmate. Well, we tried hard and brought the game down pretty close, but somewhere down there we messed up our tactic. Good game. See you in the next one.